I love Pat Stay. Like I remember the first time meeting him. But people who don't know, like
Hmm. Bro, take a
I'm a
little shot. Take a shot
I'm
for
a I'm
Pat
a
State, man.
I'm a I'm a I'm a maintenance manager for a company that we have over 100 and some properties, and we do a lot of acquisitions and stuff. So you know, what I
Hmm.
mean, I'm one of the one only the ones in the country who, especially the black men, who have every single certification above ground and under the roof, which means I'm government certified, EPA certified in heating, ventilation, air conditioner,
Talk
electrical,
about it.
plumbing, general contracting. I'm NCCR certified in
That boy
carpentry
good.
and contracting. So it was a time where we was trying to do acquisitions, and there's a lot of times where I was going to these battle rap events because you know I mean in them cities that we were trying to do acquisitions at, just so happened they were doing events in. So it was one time where I was in New York, and I think it was either 2018 or 2019. I keep saying 2019 because I think that was it. And we were in it was sometime in Manhattan. We were trying to acquire this building. It was the building next door. It was the next door building was an art studio, and I
Mm.
remember going to the
Was
art.
this about like the MoMA?
It was in Manhattan somewhere.
Because there's a lot of art studios by the MoMA. That's like 46th Street and shit, 6th Avenue around the area.
I don't know, but it was an art studio next door. We were
Mhm.
trying to acquire the building, one of the buildings. So when I went next door, and it was a photo shoot going on, and I seen Pat Stay. So of course I'm about it. But now this time I wasn't media. I was just a fan. I wasn't a blogger. I wasn't anything. And I seen Pat Stay. He was out back of the building.
Fire.
So just so happened that that building, the AC had went out, and they came over to the next building because they seen us contractors over there and said, "Hey, we have an AC issue." So I just so happened I went over there. It was just a little thermostat issue, and I rewired the thermostat and got their AC back going. Just so happened,
Shout
but
out to
in the
Musa.
back,
Shout out to Musa.
you know what I mean. In the back, in the back, Pat Stay was there, and I went back there, and automatically, you know, I go into fan mode and all of that stuff, and I started
Mhm.
talking to Pat Stay, and he was like pacing. He was nervous for this photo shoot. It was a photo shoot. I don't remember what photo shoot it was. It was something, but he was nervous. He was like, I've never got nervous for a battle. Like for some reason, these little photo shoots and stuff like this get me nervous. And
Mhm.
you know, I mean, we're talking. It's about 20 minutes. We're out there talking, and the person who's in the art studio comes out, and Pat stays all nervous. And he's like, "Hey, get me some alcohol. I need something to drink.
That definitely sound like
Give
Pat
me
State.
something to drink." So so listen, when the white guy comes back out, the dude comes back out. He comes back out with a white wine with the glass of white wine, and Pat
Oh
stay
man,
like, "Hey, what the
I don't
fuck?"
need the glass.
So listen, Pat Stay says some crazy. Listen, he says, "Hey, this guy's from Chicago. You trying to make me look like a fucking pussy?" So I'm like, "What the?" He said, "Hey man," he said, "This guy's from Chicago. You trying to make me look like a fucking pussy?" He said,
For
"Hey."
sure.
So I'm like, he said, at the very least, bring him a glass so we both look like fucking pussies. Hey, you feel like looking like a pussy with me? So I'm he said, listen, he says, you feel like looking like a pussy with me? I said, hey man, hey, you know, come on, it's
Yo,
past day. I don't give a fuck.
yo, that's a
Bring
good
out a glass.
rebuttal.
So
That's a great rebuttal. I ain't even gonna lie.
so listen, so when the guy walks away, no joke, when the guy walks away, Pastor says, "Hey, don't mind him. It's his first day." I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you don't fucking work here. How the fuck you know it's his first day?
This guy's classic comedy, bro.
Yo,
Classic comedy.
and then when the guy, when listen, this is the best part. When the guy brings out the two glasses of wine, of white wine, and gives them to both of us, he looks at the guy. He says, "You didn't bring a glass out for yourself." He says, "Watch out, this guy might be a narc."
Yo.
So we all laughed and everything. It was a great moment. And we sat out there and we talked about 45 minutes without talking about anything battle rap. Of course, when I first walked up, of course, we're talking about battle rap, but like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? We talked about everything. And then I've met him, you know, I've seen him times after that, and every single time has been love. And every single time he remembered when I acted like a pussy with him, as he says.